Hey YouTube, how are you? I'm gonna try to remember to look at the camera. It's so hard because I want to look at myself. Anyways, I'm Cricket. In case you don't know that, that's who I am. Um, I had gastric sleeve on last Monday, so today is day 7 after, and I'm finally feeling well enough to sit up and make a video. I have been eating very little, obviously. I have gone walking daily, done all the things that the doctors tell me to do. I mostly hang out in my bed because it's so comfortable, and I haven't been feeling all that great. Obviously, you're not going to feel great after a major surgery. Maybe when I was 20 something. I'm not 20 something anymore. I'm a 42-year-old grown person. Woman. I'm a woman. I'm a grown woman. And I had major surgery. And it's sore. It's not as sore as it was. I'm feeling much better today than what I was feeling for the past week. But I can only eat like 4 ounces of something. I can drink a little bit of water at a time, which makes it kind of hard to stay hydrated. Um, but whatever, right? I made a decision. I almost backed out. Look, y'all, I made it all the way to the operating room, and I was like, hey, everybody, just hold on. Nobody really stopped doing what they were doing. What if I get up and walk away now? Can I do that? Can I still do that? Sure, you can do whatever you want. As they're still getting me ready for surgery, all the things that are going on around me are still going on around me. And I'm really thinking I should get up and walk away. I did not, however. Uh, the anesthesiologist said, yeah, of course you can. And the anesthesiologist nurse started telling me the story about this kid. And, uh, and the anesthesiologist said, here, breathe this. It's just oxygen. And that's all she wrote. I listened to her story, laughed, ha 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 ha. I'm sure it was just a distraction. Because nobody gets that far with, who doesn't really want to have the surgery, right? I'm glad that I did it right now. Mostly, kind of. It's still sore. I have this abdominal binder on. Doesn't feel the best, but it feels bad without it. So, kind of like a girdle or something from the medieval period. It does not feel very good, but whatever. Uh, I have, oh, excuse me. I have already lost 7 pounds, I guess, basically a pound a day. I woke up this morning and I had actually lost 4 pounds overnight, which, wow, surprised me. Not really, though. Like, I've been doing what they told me to do. At first, I didn't lose any weight. I actually gained a few pounds. And it was because I was so swollen. Like, my face was swollen. And I'm sure all this was swollen. So, um, yeah. And after that went down, I guess, whenever that's coming down now, I feel a little better. I took a nap. I've been taking naps daily, trying to mend. I've been drinking bone broth, which is really, really good for you, especially your digestive system. The whatever's in bone broth. I call it collagen. I don't think that's actually what it is. I guess just the marrow. I don't really know. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Whatever's in it is really good for you. And if you hurt yourself and you want to take something extra to help speed it along, I suggest bone broth. You can add a little bit of bouillon to it, kind of flavor it up a little and all that good stuff. So I've ate a couple of soups with very little meat, and it was a very lean meat. So there's that. And really, and baby food. I've been eating some baby food, and I don't mind baby food. So they have this apple, raspberry, and avocado one, which I thought was going to be good, but the avocado just kind of threw it all off, man. It's just too much. I went ahead and ate it because I'd already opened it. I can eat pudding, so I went and bought some sugar-free pudding and ate some of that. I ate some mashed potatoes and gravy. But look, I'm talking like 3 ounces. Like, if you don't know what 3 ounces looks like, go and get you a 1/4 measuring cup and scoop, level it off, and put it on your plate. And then fill it halfway and put that on your plate. That's what I'm eating. I can fit four, is what they say. I try not to fit four because I don't want to throw up. And if you put too much food at once, you'll throw up. And I don't want that to happen. So, now that we're all caught up, there's my surgery drama. Trauma. Trauma drama. Um, Now, I would like to tell you all a little story. So, today is August 22nd, 2001. On August 22nd, 2002, I I woke up in my house. My husband was gone. I was married to my first husband at the time. We had two small children. They were 2 and 3, and he was gone. Not a clue where he had been. Um, I loved him. He was just a liar. He was a constant liar. And I was young and naive. I was in my 20s. He was in his 30s. And I was fresh out of high school whenever I moved in with him. And I was naive enough to believe the things, whatever he told me. Whatever he told me. Why would he lie? I trusted him because I needed to trust somebody in my life. And I wanted to trust somebody. And he was there. And I think back now and I think, man, it was a little bit abusive. Um, at one point, I wasn't allowed. I actually didn't even realize I wasn't allowed to have friends. I woke up one day and realized that I didn't have any friends anymore. I didn't have anyone I talked on the phone with. Um, he and I used heavy drugs that made us paranoid, and he convinced me that my parents wanted to take our kids away. And his parents were the only ones that we could trust. And so it kind of put a barrier between me and my family. And don't get me wrong, it wasn't hard to do. I was already an abused child, right? So that makes it real easy to turn somebody against their parents if you're already abused. If they are already abused, you know what I'm saying? So, I was convinced, for whatever reason, that the whole world was against us. Right? Crazy. And And so I didn't have any friends, and I didn't hang out with my family anymore, and I didn't talk to anybody on the phone except him, and I was sneaking around with another guy. I was. He was sneaking around with other women. I mean, neither one of us are very sneaky. I mean, shit, man. When you're all messed up, you're all methed up, you're stupid. You do stupid shit. And so neither one of us was very sneaky. We were both sleeping around. I think he was sleeping with one of my friends. I'm pretty sure he was. I'll tell you why in a minute. So, anyway, back to this day. He had been gone. Don't know where he went. Don't know what he was doing. I didn't really ask any questions. I don't think that I really cared a whole lot. We had kids, and I was stuck, and he was stuck, I think, and we didn't know what to do. And golly, I just wanted to get loaded. True story. So, and his mom would take the kids on the weekends, and I'll talk more about his mom in later videos. But anyway, so he comes home and he's like, "I'm gonna go take a nap." Okay, which was weird because typically, like, he worked nights and he'd come home and he'd get the kids up and get them dressed and feed them breakfast and hang out with them, and he did do that. He was a good father. Um, yeah, I wouldn't say anything about him being a bad dad, because he wasn't. Um, but he went to take a nap, and I got high, of course, got the kids up, probably got them dressed. I have no real clue. The most of the day is kind of a blur. I made some tuna salad for lunch. Went to wake him up to see if he wanted some. He did. He ate some. We fed the kids. We hung out. And he started talking this weird stuff about how his money was all gone and he didn't know what he was going to do. And, like, I'm real confused. I have no clue what's going on right now. Like, what is going on? I don't even understand what you're saying. And so we get into this argument about money. And I was like, look, I am done arguing with you because we argued quite a bit. Quite a bit. And I just don't really like the chaos. I was used to the chaos. I was comfortable in the chaos, but I didn't really like it, if that makes sense to anybody out there. Um, we were supposed to be getting ready to go on a trip to Cancun. I remember that, and I remember I had started packing a little bit, and he had kind of picked up around the house a little and put some stuff away, and then we had gotten into this argument, and I said, I'm done. You know what? I'm just gonna take the kids, and I probably said something about you're not gonna be able to see them or some stupid shit, because whenever you're young, you say dumb shit, right? Because you're mad and you want to hurt somebody. And I mean, I said what I said, fuck off. He tried to give me a hug. I pushed him away, and he tried to give me a hug again. I pushed him away. Look, don't come up on me, man. I don't want you to touch me. And then the third time he tried to give me a hug, I pushed him away again. And then he walked into the kids' room, and I heard him tying. I thought he was tying his shoes. He was tying a noose, and he hung himself in our garage. And I was putting the kids down for a nap at this point. And I went outside to go get him because the kids weren't trying to go to sleep for whatever reason. Sometimes kids just don't want to take a nap. And I had dishes to do, and I needed to vacuum. I had housework that I needed to do. And so I was going outside to go get him. And I remember I just saw his feet dangling, they were just there. Anyways. And I thought, look, y'all, seriously, this is where my mind went. How did he learn to fly? So stupid, right? I know. God. Anyways, and so then I called the police and I called 911. I called his mom and had her come. And anyways, that was today, 19 years ago today. And I wish it had gone down a different way, but I could see where I could find gratitude in it today, which I know sounds weird. I know it does, and there are going to be people out there that are going to say something about that. I don't really care. Um, because of that, I got Social Security for the boys, survivors checks, and I didn't have to work. And I got to be a stay-at-home mom. And my kids had someone that they had to be accountable to. And there were a lot of times that that check kept us fed for the month and kept us with electricity on for the month. And it just is what it is. So, you know, that's what happened in my life on this day 19 years ago. And here I am, almost 13 years sober, finally figuring out how to better my life. I don't know why it's taken me so long. Some people learn really slow. Like, really, really slow. I'm waiting on a text. I'm sorry. But really, it just comes when it's supposed to, right? Like you get the breakthrough whenever you're supposed to. You connect the dots whenever you're supposed to. So, I think that's about all that I have. I wanted to update you on my surgery. Oh, yeah, my friend. So, after he had committed suicide, she was asking me questions about if I had gotten an STD from him, because she previously had an STD before he died. And she was like, you don't have any, issues, No. Should I? Well, I guess not. It was just it was a weird question, and I know why she asked it. And it's just okay. You know, uh, we were just doing what we were doing at the time, and it happened like the whole. I was just thinking about me being sheltered away from all my family or whatever, however you want to call it. It all happened so fast, but like slowly, but like fast, and like it's just boom done. I don't know. Anyway, so that is all that I have. Thanks for listening to my story. I appreciate it. There are more of those to come, and some healing, you know, some healing. So thank you all very much. I hope y'all have a wonderful day.